Ladies and gentlemen, there has been an overwhelming amount of games being brought to the table this year, so let's take a look at the ones that will no doubt be worth your time and your money. Best part about it is that all of these are coming out on the back end of 2025, so right around the corner. And if you would consider hitting that like button, it helps me out a lot and lets me know you guys are enjoying the video. Let's get started. Coming in at number 10, Hell is Us. This third-person action-adventure game is truly doing its own thing here. It's got a little touch of the Souls combat based in this dystopian, futuristic world. It has challenging combat with very cool enemies and world design, solid storytelling with interesting NPC interactions, a varied amount of quests and things to do, and these are non-hand-holding quest objectives since it's not providing you with a map or any objectives really. It's just you and a compass going through this world, making it a very immersive experience. This game is being put together by veteran game developers from a bunch of different studios, and honestly, it's just showing a lot of solid progress. Best part about it is that we don't have that long to wait, as it's coming out September 4th. Coming in at number 9, we have Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. This brings us another Souls-like style game based around Chinese mythology. It's going to be bringing that challenging combat, and early impressions on this one has come back overwhelmingly positive. It's pretty straightforward, you see what you get here, and you know exactly what to expect, and it looks like a really good time. It's published by 505 Games, you're fighting some really weird creatures, and since it's set in the Ming Dynasty, there's bound to be some fantastic story to be unraveled here as well. So another Souls-like with the classic spooky creatures, mysteries, solid combat, and a sprinkle of better storytelling always sounds like a good time to me. Really looking forward to this one as it already released on July 24th. Next up at number 8, this one's definitely a little wild and something that took the world by storm. Kingmakers. This game spread like wildfire when it was first revealed because you're taking part in huge medieval battles, but you're just some dude taking out enemies with your guns and trucks. This seems incredibly ambitious, and at this point it's turning into something much larger than it initially intended to be. It picked up a brand new publisher, and it just has massive scale battles alongside its fun strategic planning, building, and a whole lot more. So you're getting the best of both worlds here. It's catering to the people that just want an all-out action game, and to the people who want that medieval building and strategy gameplay. If you haven't been keeping an eye on this one, I really think you should, and we now know it's coming to early access this year on PC. Next at number 7, we have Ghost of Yotei. Now this is the next installment from Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm extremely excited for this one. They really did a nice job in fulfilling that Assassin's Creed-esque game with the stealth and the combat, but in my eyes, they simply just did it better than ever. Since Ghost of Tsushima came out, I just really have been looking forward to more, but Yotei is taking place in a different time period though, years and years after the events took place in Tsushima. We got ourselves a brand new protagonist, we have new enemy factions we're going to be encountering, and we're going to be on mainland Japan this time, so a much bigger area altogether that's not just some specific island. They also gave us a lot to go off of with the teaser trailer release and gameplay footage provided. I mean, I know I'm all about this so far, I'm just excited to see what they're going to do with this new character and how this story is going to unfold and be brought forward. But we're going to find out when we get our hands on it October 2nd of this year. Number 6, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. This honestly has been in the oven for an extended period of time at this point, going through tons of iterations. It's been delayed, revamped, taken over by different development studios. I mean, it's been through the works at this point. It has this spooky, fast-paced gameplay element that keeps us engaged, solid voice acting, and story. This game really does have a lot of potential. The original was peak good fun and was an RPG that defined PC gamers and vampire fans, so I'm really hoping this game finally gets a solid foundation underneath it because it looks so good and it would be a nice follow-up to what was one of the high sought-after titles. As of now, it looks to be releasing sometime in the fall of 2025. Coming in at number 5, The Outer Worlds 2. This is essentially just a way bigger Outer Worlds, and Obsidian Studios is doing it again. They really kill it with these style of games. This feel and aesthetic is truly their bread and butter, and it shows every single time. They're really taking advantage of what they built in the first game, just looking at the universe and story. They're putting a lot more emphasis on the action this time round, depth, and playability. Early impressions for this one, again, seem to be very positive, and there's a massive following already for the game, which alone is making it somewhat of a staple and setting the tone for what's to come here. Really hoping they pull this one off because it's going to be another solid addition to the overwhelming amount of games that we have to look forward to coming out this year. We can expect to see this one October 29th, 2025. Number 4, Subnautica 2. This is the aquatic survival game that absolutely blew up in popularity, and it's finally coming back with one of the main additions to the game being multiplayer. That's right, you're going to be able to travel the dark, deep waters with your buddies, but as of now, there's still not a lot that we know about this one. It has officially been announced. We have a little bit of gameplay that they released, a small teaser trailer, but it doesn't show us too much. Still, there's so much potential here simply because the original was absolutely fantastic, and it's hard for me to believe that they won't knock the second game out of the park as well. With that being said, we know we're going to be seeing this in early access sometime in 2025. Coming in at number 3, we got Ninja Gaiden 4. And oh boy, this is one that came right out of left field. And I'm super excited to be running right into a new Ninja Gaiden game. And not only is it still good old Team Ninja, but it's now being co-developed with Platinum Games. So we should be in for one hell of a treat here. They're giving us a new main character for this one, which, I don't know, I'm still up in the air about. But for fans of the game, you know how it is. We got that chaotic combat, really challenging but very fun action, and super over the top rewarding boss battles. I hope this holds up to the original Ninja Gaiden games, because the original and Black were some absolute peak action games. Ninja Gaiden 4 is set to release on October 21st. Number 2 is Little Nightmares 3, and this is one I'm really looking forward to. The original was fantastic, and as long as it keeps bringing the same thing with the creepy vibes, weird characters, and monster design, I think we're going to be in for quite the treat here. We have the same publisher, but different developer this time around, with another big change coming to us being that this game will be bringing full-on co-op gameplay, and that alone is something I'm extremely excited to see that they're moving forward into this one, since the last game wasn't focused on multiplayer at all. I think this is going to lead to some very fun co-op antics, gameplay elements, and puzzle design, but I can't stress it enough, I'm really looking forward to the spooky environment and scares this game puts down, and it all comes together nicely as this will be releasing on October 10th. At number 1, we got Crimson Desert. This is one that people have been absolutely fiending for, and rightfully so. This is an over-the-top, incredibly ambitious, well-put-together open-world RPG with just about everything going on. You got your giant battles, hand-to-hand combat with different weapon types, epic boss battles, tons of loot, flying, magic abilities. I mean, we're really getting the works with this one, folks. Who knows if they're really going to knock this one out of the park, but at the very least, with the amount of work that they're putting into this, it certainly is going to deserve our attention. The world looks really big, the graphics seem to be on point, and it's a very nice blend between that medieval aesthetic and setting with some sort of magical fantasy weaved into it. Pearl Abyss and the developers behind this have been cooking this one up for a long freaking time. There's no official release date as of yet, but they did say we can expect to see this one in late 2025. So these are the top 10 games I think are going to be well worth your time, money, and something to keep an eye out on. Let me know what you're most interested in playing, and I'm sure there's some games that didn't make it on this list that you're pretty hyped about. So if so, leave it in the comments below for the people to check out. By the way, I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and over the weekend, so feel free to stop by and hang out, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!